Alright guys, what's going on? Hopefully the lighting looks and sounds nice. We've got overhead light, window light, iPhone light. But anyways, first of all I want to say happy Easter to you guys. Man, it's been an interesting year, and today I got to take a step back and just kind of reprioritize life, training, work, relationships, and that's a good squat form right there. My back is tired, my herniated disc is tired. I'm going to take about 5 to 7 days off squatting, but that is the form I want to do. But regardless, guys, we'll talk about the workout in a sec. I just want to wish everyone a happy Easter and just maybe tell you guys to reconnect with things that are important to you, whether it's people, religion, God, your faith, whatever it is. Today I skipped church and I feel really upset about it. Not because I feel guilty or I feel like I did something wrong. I feel like I'm missing out and it's reducing my quality of life. So I'd stopped by a church, found out their mass schedule and their service schedule, and I plan within the next week or two to attend church, because the main thing I can really say about church or following your religion, the good aspects of it that benefit you, is that you get a remarkable and, I guess, irreplaceable love from whatever faith that you believe in. So if you do believe in something, hopefully you believe that you're eternally loved and unconditionally loved more powerfully than a man or woman or mother or father could do for you. So that's just a little side rant, since I am uploading this on Easter, so I hope all of you guys do have a source for that, and if you don't, look into the resources you have. So let's get into this workout and then get into the comments. Hopefully the squats looked good. I have upper and lower body days. So my lower body days, because I did have a disc herniation about 14-15 months ago, maybe 16 months ago now, Jesus Christ, for me, anything above moderate volume causes me pain. So I'm able to do 7 to 10 sets of squats with 205, which I did the previous workout. And this day, instead of resting 2 or 3 more days, I wanted to stimulate my legs, but I didn't want to tax my spine. So usually I like to do 2 sessions per week where I get 10 to 20 sets total. With legs, I'm probably going to have to cut that in half for 2 sessions, or add a 3rd session to try to make up for that. So the daily volume is what gives me irritation in my herniated disc, not necessarily the overall volume or the weight or the intensity. It's the daily workload and spinal compression I'm subjecting my spine to. So I came in this day knowing that I should probably pull back, but knowing that I still wanted to work out my legs and work on getting stronger. So I did what I could do on squats, and as soon as I knew my back was too tired to maintain perfect form pain-free, I stopped. And I said, let's go to the hack squat. And I worked up to 2 plates. And what I'm trying to do on the hack squat, which you guys can see here, is from 45-degree angles to ass to grass, or to finishing the movement, I'm trying to pretend like I'm high bar barbell squatting. So a lot of times on hack squat you can fall to the bottom and bounce off, but if you're doing pause squats, think about that carryover. You ever see someone's hack squat where they go boom and they come up, and they go boom and they come up, or they just fall to the ground or rest it and then do a pause like that? That has 0 carryover to your squat. If you're doing the pause squat, when you go down past 45 and you pause, there's no support system unless you're going all the way down and resting on your hips, which I think will hurt your hips eventually. But if you're controlling the weight to just below parallel, bottoming out a hack squat or pausing a machine at the bottom of its range of motion is not going to carry over. So what I was trying to do there was, from 45 degrees to below parallel, just focus entirely on quads. Only put my mind, only put weight, only receive the eccentric with my quads. And then obviously when I push up, I'll push through my foot, through my hamstring, through my glute, because you don't want to get a knee in. Wow guys, I'm so triggered. 5 minutes into that voiceover, my memory card is full. If it's not my battery, it's my memory card, but I'm pretty sure we left off just talking about squats. So I'll kind of just wrap it up, because really what I wanted to get out of that footage was the intro, which was just off the top of my head. So we'll wrap it up there. Good leg workout, taking the volume down on the squats, adding a little weight and volume on the hacks because it's fully pain-free. And then I did do leg extensions and hamstring curls, but I didn't film it because it was a little packed. I used to go at like 8 or 9 a.m. Now I go at 10 or 11. There's like 20 more heads there. So when I'm in the mood, I will film. And when people are around me, dicking around, and I feel like they might be snowflakes or get triggered, I don't feel like filming, because I feel like they're just gonna get, cry like a baby and be like, oh, he's filming, oh my God, what's he doing? So anyways, good workout. Let's answer a couple questions again, which I already answered, but I'll answer 2 now, and then we'll go into the upper body workout because this is a 2 workout video. So if you're interested, stay tuned. All right, man, stop screaming like that. Like I said, I just covered this, but the reason I scream or grunt or exhale loudly, or the reason I make noise in the gym, is because if you're in true physical pain, whether you're inflicting it on yourself or not, when you feel physical pain, when I feel physical pain in the gym from burning or from a weight that I feel like is going to break my wrists or something when I'm benching, when I breathe and exhale and grunt, the vibrations actually soothe the pain that I feel. So if I have pain building somewhere, when I breathe and flex my abs or shoot out air or grunt really loudly, that vibration totally distracts me from the pain I'm feeling, which allows me to maintain better form. So if I feel a muscle starting to get slightly tired, or I'm not really able to recruit it, or it's getting built up with lactic acid, when I grunt or scream or yell or breathe, whatever, I feel better and it physically makes me perform better. So if you never have had that experience, you're really not training hard. And then I hear you on the bench form. This is a very important point. He's talking about taking too close of a grip. I'll tell you guys briefly. The problem with a close grip is unless you're extremely skinny and extremely tiny, when you take a true shoulder joint width grip, there's no room for your elbows, lats, rear delts. There's no room for your body to move. So watch my elbows. When I'm shoulder width, true close grip, my lats and my elbows cannot not flare. They will always flare. But if I take 1.5 inches wider and 1.5 inches wider, when I come down, the actual width where I lock out, instead of being here, when you lock out hard and you're that wide, taking that extra 1.5 inches, when you bring your elbows down, the wide grip is actually going to push your elbows more into your body. So true close grip shoulder width, you flare, especially if you have a big back. If you take 1.5 inches and 1.5 inches, if you're about 6 feet tall, when you bring that barbell down, your elbows actually get pushed more towards you. So, again, true close grip bench, I disagree with. Keeping the center of your palm over the center of your humeral head or your shoulder joint, terrible idea. I don't know why people don't specify better. What you want to do is take that grip, move it out about 1.5 inches, so when you come down, boom, your shoulder is retracted and not like going out that way with your elbows. So see you guys in the next one. The lighting here is beautiful, and this is the post-workout meal right now. Got on the road and ended up really far from my house. So for $4, I got coffee, 2 bananas, and a Nutri-Grain bar, and I have protein powders. So I'm gonna do this. Post-workout meal, pray for me. So stoked about this right now. So stoked, fully dissolved. It's time to try this hopefully delicious beverage. Coffee and protein. Hell yeah. It's a win. Alright guys, so I haven't weighed in yet, but yesterday we hit lower body. And I only cut it off at like 4 or 5 sets because I don't feel that recovered. And today, after that leg session, I slept really well. I got a lot done this morning, so I'm gonna go train at noon right now. So back-to-back days, going from lower body to upper body. And this way I could rest tomorrow and then maybe train Sunday. And then Monday I won't have to go to the gym, which would be nice to start Monday. Just gives me more time during that day. So hopefully it's not too much for me. Hopefully I can handle bench pressing again today. But yeah, going today and getting this done is gonna be a good amount of volume for the week. So I don't have to go too hard. Don't have to do many isolations, just some clean compounds and some isolation. I have no idea how I'm gonna feel, but we did 7 or 8 sets of bench last time. I think it was 8. So if we could match that, I'll go up in weight. If we can't match that, I'll probably rest and try it again. And if I surpass it, well then I'll probably go up in weight as well. But I'm not trying to surpass it. Even if I feel like I could do 10 sets, I shouldn't. Unless I just pretty much leave the gym right after that, because it's hard. So it is noon, I'm gonna rest for a minute and then we're gonna go train. So late training later than usual, not right after my 10 a.m. usually. And let's try it and see. Feel okay mentally, so it's all mental anyways. guys, so just got this one edited up as well, and now we're doing the second voiceover, bench. So we did legs Thursday, bench Friday, took Saturday off, and today on Easter and April Fools, funny. On Easter and April Fools, I benched again and hit a similar upper body workout. So we'll see how those 3 workouts in 4 days treated me, but you won't know until the next video. So squats, we pulled back on the volume, and bench today, we didn't really pull back on the volume. I hit 250 pounds, which is what I'm working with now. Since it was post-leg training and it was on a Friday, end of the week, after training legs, with my back feeling like it needs a bit of recovery, the fact that I pushed this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8 sets is phenomenal. So this is very trained, very not rested. There's no reason why I should have come in here and had a great workout. An average to good workout was likely, which is what I had, but seeing the weight fly like this, very, very good sign. So with the next workout, and during this workout, I was contemplating what should I do next. I'm at 250, I don't feel like staying in the gym for 45 minutes doing 10 sets. So now that I'm getting 7 or 8 sets on not the best day, on an average day at best, where do I go from here? So stay tuned for the next one and we will see then. I did about 7, 8 sets of bench. I did 4 sets of pull-ups, only filmed 2, and then a quick 5-minute fluff and pump. So let's get to the questions for another 1 or 2. Liking the beard, well, yeah, is what it is. When you hit puberty and you get old, you get a beard. I'm day 575 every other day. ACE, of course, under my belt with AAS. That's a lot of acronyms and numbers. Not really sure what you're seeing, but yeah. I'm at 250, trying to cut down to 220. What carbs do you think I should take down daily? Oh man, well, at least you gave me your weight, at least you gave me your goal, and at least you asked me about carbs. The thing is if you eat 1,000 grams of fat, it doesn't matter how many carbs you have. If you eat 1,000 grams of protein, it doesn't matter how many carbs you have. So you're asking me how many carbs should you have in order to get the physique that you want. There are so many other factors that are going to determine giving you the physique that you want. More importantly than carbs is calories. More importantly than carbs is sleep. More important than carbs is water intake. Actually, carbs are the only non-essential macro, the only non-essential thing that you need to get in shape. What you need to hit your goal of 220 is adequate sleep, correct training, correct cardio, an appropriate amount of fats, and an appropriate amount of protein. You could reach your goal on, I'd probably say 100 to 600, 0 to 600 grams of carbs. So I'm going to give you a range for you to figure out what is best for you, and then I'll just give you a bro-to-bro number that I think is probably a decent shot, but you're literally giving me 0 information other than your goal, which is more than most people. So your range for carbs for your goal is going to be 0 to 500 grams of carbs. Let's say if you do an hour of cardio every day, if you train with weights 5 days a week, and you eat a very, very low fat diet, you can probably get to 220 on 500 carbs, because I eat 500 carbs and I have never weighed 220, meaning that probably the average man of that weight could get to 220 on that amount of carbs or more. But without being a douche and a complete useless ass, even though I kind of want to be, if you're 250 and you want to get to 220, let's just say you're my age, you're my size, but I'm 200 and you're 250, you're just very fat. That's fine. If I was 250, God, I probably could get lean on 1,000 grams of carbs, but I'll try to give you some advice, assuming that's kind of your set point for a moderate food intake. I'm going to say 225 grams of protein, 65 grams of fat, and start with 350 carbohydrates. Now that is a very low calorie diet, somewhere in the mid 2000s probably, which for someone your weight is way too low, which is why I don't like giving diet advice to numbers on a computer screen. If you're 250 and you want to get to 220, honestly, if you want some tough love, stop eating like you have an eating disorder and you binge every single day, because there's no way you weigh 250 pounds from eating chicken, broccoli, chicken and whole wheat pasta, chicken and almonds, chicken and white rice, low-fat cereals, and whey protein, which is basically all I eat, and lots of fruits and vegetables. There's no way you're 250 from eating like that, unless you stay at home all day and you eat boxes of cereal, which again, don't eat boxes of cereal and you reach your goal. So honestly, to give you some tough love, stop eating like complete shit. Get on a well-balanced meal plan where you eat 4 to 5 whole food meals a day that are about 500 calories, 50 carbs each, 50 protein each, and low fat, 5 to 15 grams of fat per meal. Do that, have a shake after you train, carbs and protein, that's it. It's that simple. The diet I just gave you could prep a 220-pound bodybuilder for a show. It could prep me for a show. It could get you to 220. But that's not a lot of food. I think you could eat a lot more. So honestly, it looks like you're not tracking your food, you're not weighing anything out, because if you were, you'd be tracking out 5,000 calories of junk food a day, and it wouldn't take a genius to figure out why you're 250. So I hope the Tough Love helps. I'm honestly trying to change your mindset. Your mindset is, oh, I'm 250 because I don't know how many carbs I eat. You're not 250 because you don't know how many carbs to eat. You're 250 because you overeat and you binge eat. So get that under control. Get on a strict meal plan and don't listen to anyone who gives you an IFYM or macro range. Set up a meal plan to hit a certain macro ballpark and then take out foods and add foods. If you're losing weight too fast, have a cheat meal every 5 days. If you're not losing weight, you know you have to pull out some of the food or substitute something like a white rice for veggies. So anyways, I hope that helps, man. Figure it out. Because the information's out there, but you have to try and apply and trial and error and learn. So fail and learn, and at some point you will stop failing, I promise. Peace.